Or do not. There is no try. The dark side I sense in you. Fear is the pathway to... Nah, never mind. I'm not going to stick with the voice. What's good, YouTube land? The Word Collector here. And if it isn't obvious already, I'm reviewing Yoda's lightsaber today. Let me just check something. Yeah, I picked this up at everyone's favorite Jedi Academy, also known as the Disney Store. So we'll go over the packaging. Star Wars logo right there. I'm not comfortable on this side of the camera very well. At least I haven't gathered where everything should be yet. Disney Store logo right there. Basic stuff with like the features of it, the blade crashing, rumble, sound effects. Yeah, exactly that. And just a list of stuff, of warnings. It does take 3 AAA batteries, just like every lightsaber in this range. And before you ask, no, I will not be picking up Rey's lightsaber. I have enough of them already. And you've got a picture here of Darth Vader's lightsaber clashing with Yoda's, even though Darth Vader never actually fought Yoda in the original trilogy. The closest they came was Yoda fought Darth Sidious in the prequels. So, I'm going to get up, open up. There's a picture of Darth Vader right here. I don't know how well you can see it. I guess that's just the standard logo they're using for this packaging. And on the other side, this symbol, not exactly sure. Because I know the Sith had their own version, and the Jedi had something similar to this for their logo. Oh, excuse me. But I'm not sure what this logo is supposed to mean. So, I'm going to get it open and see what the plastic's about. Oh, I missed some tape. There we go. You know, I could edit this out, but I'm so far away from the camera that I really don't want to pause it and then open this and then turn it on, because so far I have not mastered the ability to turn the camera on with my mind. I have to resort to special measures. So here is Yoda's lightsaber. And immediately off the bat you can tell it is not to scale with the other lightsabers. It is not the same size as the other lightsabers. It is designed for Yoda's small hands. But I also like that because it feels small enough to use for one-handed one-handed dueling. So I could, you know, have another lightsaber in hand if I need to. Something that's always stood out to me about Yoda's lightsaber, it looks suspiciously like they created it based off Darth Vader's lightsaber. You have this piece, which is flexible plastic, which is kind of like that, and the mid-section of it are the only things that feel like they're not based on Darth Vader's. If I brought out Darth Vader's, If you haven't watched the video yet, I highly recommend it. In my opinion, it's some good stuff, but you can kind of see they both have a section where the blade starts, while Yoda's is slightly different with this plastic. You can kind of see, well, A, how big Yoda's is. It's substantially smaller. Although, only the hilt is smaller. The blade, if I actually stand them upwards, stand them straight, it is a tad smaller, not much smaller, but I'm just going to bring Kylo Ren's again, just so you can see. Kylo Ren's is actually a bit taller than Darth Vader's, and they're substantially a bit more taller, I don't think that sentence works, than Yoda's. And I have yet to get Kylo Ren's lightsaber to actually stand up properly, so you can just look right there. It's not much of a difference, it's like that much, but it's still something I felt worth noting. And bringing in Darth Vader's again, we can come to the hilt. They both have the, I don't know what you call these, the straight lines on their hilts, but Yoda's are quite a bit fatter, a bit thicker. They're no longer straight lines, they're more like straight rectangles. And yeah, it occurs to me whenever I watch the prequel trilogy, like I did today, the day I'm filming this, that Yoda's looks way too similar to Darth Vader's. Like, you can see, I can talk about things that don't look like Darth Vader's. You have this activation, which is the button, which is really nice, because I can just put my thumb right there, and these little emerald gems sticking off the two sides. I don't know how close I need to be to show you this, so I blame Ace for telling me to use this camera setup. But we also have a Try Me sticker, which I shall remove now. But the most important thing we have to get to are the sound effects. The activation button, or the on-off switch, is right here. So I'm going to skip Try Me. Oh, actually, I'll do Try Me. So if I hit it, that's what you get. And I'll just hit it on. You get a nice, bright emerald blade. You get that iconic humming. If I clash it, basically the same thing as same sound effects as Darth Vader's, I think. And you get a deactivation noise. Basically the same setup of sound effects. I think the pattern on when they activate is a bit randomized. Like, I don't think the same noise activates like every single time you have. I think you have 2 or 3 noises that you get when you clash them with something, and I think those noises are maybe not randomized, but not in exact order of when they go off. So yeah, randomized basically. I'm just going to show this hold it up to the camera, because I don't think you could see the hexagonal design on the button of Darth Vader's blade, and just gave it a once over. So, what else about Yoda's? Really, you have a little bit of black there. This part of the hilt and all the rectangles are rubberized plastic, so it feels nice and comfortable. I definitely think you should wield it one-handed. If you want to hold it up here, there's like too much getting in the way, in my opinion. Like, you're hitting stuff like that, you're hitting the activation button. So, yeah, although Yoda does dual-hand it in the movie, in the prequel trilogy, I think he only wields his lightsaber in episodes 2 and 3. I'm not 100% sure if he actually fights anybody in episode 1. No, I don't think so, because I think the only lightsaber duels are actually between, or lightsaber duel, I should say, between, no, duels, because they had 2, were between Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I guess we should do the blade lock rumble. So, activate them again. Slash them. And there's your blade lock. As I've repeatedly mentioned, probably my favorite feature that this model of lightsaber has, that even the Force Effects doesn't have. Like, this is a more recent feature, probably inspired by The Force Awakens. Yeah. Don't ever ask me how long the blade is, because I don't have a measuring tape. I believe the Force Effects is supposed to be like 1 meter long. And if we do this, it's definitely more than half. Well, yeah, it's definitely more than half a meter, but you can see quite a big difference. Excuse me, I'm just checking the camera's still running. But yeah. Now, Yoda's lightsaber is one that they haven't really released a basic version of in a long time. Not one that I've ever seen. Like, friggin', they released Kanan Jarrus' lightsaber before Yoda's. The closest I've ever come to a Yoda lightsaber was actually this style. But when I got this, they had this and they had Yoda's. And that day I had to pick between Darth Vader's and Yoda's, and obviously I went with Darth Vader's. These actually are about the same length. Not in blade, hopefully. Oh, actually, wow. Yeah, Yoda's is about a tad, a micro-inch, probably isn't actually a term, but a tad smaller, less than a tad smaller than Darth Vader's. As I've said, this plastic is a lot worse. But, yeah. I think that covers everything for Yoda's lightsaber. Well, harder to find. You can probably still find the extendable blade for Yoda's lightsaber, like, not in very many stores, but definitely online. And besides the Force Effects lightsaber, this is the only other one. So if you're a lightsaber completionist, so to speak, like if you want every the one from the main characters of the 6 Star Wars movies, 7, almost 8, but I assume there are going to be no new lightsabers in The Last Jedi. I wait to be proven wrong. Oh, yeah. That's everything on Yoda's lightsaber. It's definitely worth picking up, just more for how iconic Yoda is than really the lightsaber itself. Because you want it because it represents Yoda at his prime as the Grand Master of the Jedi Order, not the old, wrinkled, I don't want to say asshole. I was going to look for puppet, but he was a puppet in the original, in the prequel trilogy. Oh wait, was he a puppet in the... Maybe he was a puppet in the original trilogy. Who knows? But that's just a theory. A Star Wars theory. And on that horrible joke, I'm going to end things. So, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. May the Force be with you. And remember, do or do not. There is no try. And keep it weird.